What's up, guys? This is going to be the final part of the SU-57 tutorial, and I'm not sure if this is coming out today, which is 125 when I'm recording this, or tomorrow, which is 126, because it might take a little bit longer than usual. Just because I think it's going to be a little bit longer. I don't know if I'll split this up more, but yeah, it looks, my goal is for this to be the final last part. We're going to be doing all the camera locking, which is actually pretty easy. I'd say the harder, I mean, this front camera locking is really straightforward, but it kind of gets confusing in this back rear area. But yeah, I guess we can start off with, I think we'll probably start off with about this area. It starts right about here, goes back. So we'll go over the magnet locking first. Once the magnet locking is done, we'll go up. We'll do camera locking front, this thing off to the side, and this, and then we'll just go back from there. So, I guess I'm feeling a little weird. Maybe I think I'm gonna cut this up into two different parts. I'm gonna record today. So, this is gonna be the earlier part. I'm recording this at like 11 a.m. I mean, so okay. Well, let's get into this. So, this first part we have 1, 2, 3, and then this is gonna be our rear landing gear. So, what I would do is go 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. And you're going to delete these two blocks. And you're going to grab some locked motors. You're going to click on, I can just grab those. And then you're going to place the locked motor like this off to the right. And we're doing this because there's not enough room to place it close. I think, I don't remember. For some reason I did, but anyways, once that's done, you're going to create this little motor locking mechanism on each side. So the way it works is, come on, let me grab it. There we go. So what you do on each side, you start off by going down, down. Wait, was that what it was? Yeah, down. Wait, no, the one on the right. Well, actually, wait, no, they're both interior. Okay, sorry, guys. Misplace. There was a misinput. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're gonna grab your trails. Make sure it's on equals. Setting is on equals. And then you're gonna go trail, trail. What I would do is do this. 1, 2. 1, 2, then delete this little interior one. Grab your motors again, place another motor facing outwards, make sure it is locked. Once that's done, it looks like, yeah, we just go, that goes down. We're gonna add these little motor 2s. So, and it looks like they're facing down. I mean, you can technically face them anywhere you want. But, so actually these aren't motors, these are motor 2s. So you're gonna place motor 2s like this. And the one on the left is going to be G equals 1090 servo toggle, and you can change the speed depending on how much you want it. Right one equals G 1090 servo toggle. So this will just let you toggle your landing gear up and down. And then I also use, I think it's H. Yeah, I use H. If you actually look on the bottom, actually I forgot to add this little segment. I think. Wait, did I? Yeah, I forgot to add a little bit of it. So, wait, actually, let's do that very quickly. So, you're going to go over here. You're going to start off with an equals equals. Right here. You're going to go 1, 2. Once that's done, you're going to go semicolon, semicolon for both of these. And they're just going to lean outwards on the bottom. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Once that is done, wait, let me make sure I got this set up right. Uh-oh, give me a sec, sorry guys. I accidentally offset it a bit. You're just gonna want to move everything forward. Yeah, it's on the front, so yeah, same thing again. Just like that, then you flip it down. 1, 2. 1, 2, make sure both of these are set to semicolon, semicolon. And then once that's done, yeah, this bottom part is just semicolon HH. So you're gonna go, let's start off with, so you start off with the semicolon going down on the edge. So semicolon, semicolon, this is what what you have base set up. And then I use H, or this is whatever key this is, it's just gonna be your landing gear doors. So these are gonna pop open, then you'll be able to drive your landing gear down. But yeah, so now that I just went back and remembered to fix that. Let me see, I think that's everything. Yeah, that is. Okay, now we can go back up to the top. So we're building. We just finished the landing gear. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did off the side so there'd be room in between these two. But yeah. So what you're gonna want to do next is, let me see. So Yeah, it's going to be a trail coming from... It's going to go right, left, basically, for this trail. Yeah, right, left, and then connect to the inner side. So we're going to go right, left, or whatever. I think that's what it is. Then have cylinder 2 2x2, and you're gonna place them just like that. And this will this one will clip to this, so the end result will be them this far apart, which is the distance we're gonna want. Once that's done, let's just make sure these cylinders are lined up right behind this outer thing. Going top down, it should be on that part. Okay, that's good. Like, yeah, they should be bordering. Yeah, this one should be bordering that motor. Okay, good. And the other one will be slightly offset, but next what we're going to do, you're going to grab some half wedge blocks. You're going to go inwards, 1, 2. Then you're going to grab some motor 2s. And the first motor 2 on the left side, actually I think both of them are the same. But it's going to be AD 1010 servo. Right one's going to be the same thing, I think. Yeah, because they're both trained the same way. AD 1010 in servo. And you can change this depending on how much you want to pull. You can also try to put, you can remove the other, you can remove, I mean not remove, but you can put like a little jet engine poking out of the rear if you really want to make them a little bit longer, or if you want to mess around with them. You could actually just, I mean, if they made, you could probably just mess around with these. You could add some clipping to one of them. Like you could clip something up, then over here, and try to mess around with them. But I prefer to keep them like the way they are because I don't want to make it too hard. But you can try to add an engine to those if you want. Right now, they basically act as additional flaps. Or, I mean, they're basically acting as ailerons because I have these wing panels here. But they're going to guide your thing. But yeah, that was just in case you guys want to mess with that and try to set that up. But, okay, I need more TNT, so let me just... Let me grab that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, both of these will be set to 5, and they're going to be on this side. So what you're going to do is you're going to angle, you'll angle these, clip these down, then clip them forward, activate this, detach this, and then you'll click 5, or whatever key you have set for this, and it'll basically let the thrust vectoring start moving, because it needs to be held in place while it's being set up. But anyways, other than that, so next we're going to go on to, actually, yeah, you're going to have 2 motors, motor 2s, and they're going to be WS on the left. On the right, it's going to be SW, I believe. Let me just check. Gosh, it's hard to figure out where they are. Yep, right is SW. So then what you're going to do, you're going to grab 2 trails. You're going to put one here, here. Make sure you get like one with equals on. There we go. Then you're going to go sign, text 1x2. Oh, we're out of text 1x2s. Now I'm just going to start yoinking them as I'm building it from it. So you're going to place both of them here. Once that's done, you're going to place a magnet. Gosh, what's the setting for this magnet? There you go. I mean, they're both the same. So it's going to be equals whatever key you want to activate the magnets. 10 range, 10 strength, toggle magnets only, weld in super strength, but no loose parts only on. So once you do all of that, let me just make sure it's in line with those motors, because when you place this magnet, it should be lined up with this motor, and then 2 inwards and 2 inwards from the left and 1 inwards from the right. Good. Okay, I mean 1 block gap. And then right on this other side, you're going to place another 2 magnets, and they're going to be equals and 6 again. So, but the difference now is that you're going to be doing something a little different. So let me just make sure I remember what's inside. Yeah, it's just explosives. So what we're going to do is you're going to start off by doing this on all of them. So I use 7 for this. You can use whatever key you want. But this is going to be what you use to detach this part from the magnet locked piece. So you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Then you're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, oh gosh, I can't do that right now. But 1, I don't have enough TNT blocks. Okay, I'm just going to have to go with the normal blocks then. And then you're going to do this. Oh gosh, I'm out of TNT again. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Let me just steal. Oh, let's just delete some random sign, but we're just going to pretend I didn't need that. We're going to be like, Summit, I don't need signs, Summit. I live without signs. But yeah, I'm just going to add it like this. And this is what all these TNT things should look like. There we go. Okay. Next, what we're going to do, you're going to get more magnets. Same setting. We're going to go 1, 2. You're going to grab a bunch of half wedge down 1x2s. And you're just going to place, and we're going to coat them in this, in like this little covering of the engine afterburner. And there we go. So once this is all done, and I think we're almost there, and there. Okay, once this is all done, what you can do, number one is I recommend using this RGB heavily, because this matches up with the RGB of the black large squares, so it'll help your engine blend in. It's pretty close to this thing, but it's a little bit darker, so it matches the RGB better. But yeah, so 40, 45, 50, I recommend coloring all your engines that. I'm just going to color the top two for now to make sure you guys can see the angling going on. But next thing we're going to do, we're going to add all these wing panels on. So you're going to go watch, make sure you don't place them in the middle, because if you do, you'll have to like try to delete the magnets to replace it. It's just a painful mess. So I'd recommend just taking this process slow. 1, 2, 3. Make sure it's 1 lined up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then grab your trails. I use left shift, and actually you want toggle off. I accidentally left it on for my thing, so it was a little kind of painful trying to set it up, but yeah, so what you can do is you can paint this afterburner color whatever you want. So if you want a more orange afterburner, if you want more red one, if you want a more blue afterburner, you can just click on a dark blue like this, click on there, or actually probably I think a light blue is what you're gonna want, and then you can paint like that, and then you'll get a blue afterburner. So it's all your guys' choice what you want, but just remember, these settings are normally what you want. So left shift 0.01, 0.7, and then just place them around the magnet. So theoretically, they do kind of turn with the afterburner, but the way Plane Crazy works is afterburners just want to flow in the direction you're kind of moving, like behind you. So if you're moving a straight line, afterburners will flow straight out. If you're doing some kind of Cobra maneuver where theoretically your thrust should be aiming down, as long as you're moving in this direction, they'll just be trailing behind you. So it'll look a little funky, but it won't look too weird as long as you're not constantly pulling 3 bazillion Gs. But that's just a heads up for you guys if you feel like something feels a little weird with your afterburners. But you can also add smoke stacks and stuff to them if you really want. But anyways, now we're gonna add this anchor block in. You're gonna go 1, 2, so you're gonna go 2, 2, and it's just gonna be hanging out down here. Let's make sure it's one behind these, one below them, and centered. Okay, good. So next what we're gonna do is disconnector. Actually, start off with the motors, actually, that'll be best. So you're gonna go motor, down, okay, so there, up, it goes down, up, and then forward, and then, yeah, down, up, okay, let me see this again, yeah, up, and then back, forward, then back, forward, back to main position. Add a little cylinder in here. Once you've done that, okay, yeah, looks like everything there is good. You need to make sure you have enough TNT, because a big issue is, even if you're one block off, if you're missing one single TNT block, your entire main build will clip one below your magnet lock. So you got to make sure everything's, you have the right TNT and stuff. But next thing we're going to do, how much TNT do I have? 5 left, so that's enough. I recommend using TNT for this entire part, or technically you could put disconnectors inside of this and then just put a block on here. That would actually use less TNT. I just use TNT for it. But yeah, if you want, you can just put like a disc, you can fill this with a block, put a disconnector here. Well, actually just that disconnector would be poking out. You probably want to do it like this, or inside of this like this. I don't recommend, actually, you can use springs for this. Springs, they just have a tendency to get stuck in the magnet locking, like they might fall in here or something, or bug around. But since I've set it to magnets only, it won't be able to grab onto your springs. So that's just what I'd recommend for what to do. But I use springs for here. I guess I can use springs again. We'll just go 1, 2. So you're gonna place it like 1, 2, 1, 2, KK, and then you're gonna have one more K spring up here. Then you're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then on this other part here, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, wait, no, that's wrong. It's actually, wait, that's 1 too far. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 normal blocks, and then you're clipping this. Both of these have motors on to angle them correctly. Left is 8, 9, right 8, 9. Actually, I use 8, 9 for both. You're gonna want to offset these just because it'll look nicer. Because if you offset both of them, they'll both be offset inwards, and I think I already talked about how that makes it looks nicer. But then this bottom thing actually set to K, but I changed this to N in my in a different thing just because it was trying to like bug in a little bit. So you want it to clip down then forward. But yes, that's K. Okay, so you're gonna so now we're gonna do this. Should theoretically work right now. All this stuff. So let's just make sure we have all the right TNT in place, so this thing doesn't just completely bug out. Okay. Okay, so step 1, we should be able to spawn in. Step 2, we want to be able to go OPL. Then we're gonna click, we're gonna hold 8 until these two are aligned. Then you're gonna go KN6 7 5. And the right one likes to bug out a bit, but it seems to bug out less depending on how quickly you do it after. So if you just angle and then clip out, it seems to do pretty well. Okay, so once you've done your angles right. Oh gosh, sorry, I forgot to do 0 minus. We've just finished our magnet locking, so next we're gonna go into the we finished this layer, so we're gonna start going into the next layer in the front mostly. So we have our seat, which lays backwards on that point, and then so our seat's like this. Let me just color it with the good old marking color I use. So seat's going to be like seat is right here, and then you're gonna place 1 block in front of your seat. You're gonna grab 2 locked motors on each side, and you're gonna go what is it? It's outwards. So you're gonna go locked motor. You're gonna delete the middle, and then you're gonna place cameras in this specific way. So number 1, when you're placing these cameras, make sure you orient them right. So you see how they're oriented? With the little square should be top right looking forward or top left looking from behind, but mostly we look at them from top forward. You can also, I recommend enabling build. I recommend always having build arrow on, because if you have it off, it just makes things more confusing or to like where they're aiming. So I recommend having it on so you can see it's flat and pointing forward. Once you do that, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're gonna grab some half wedges, and you're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And then once that is done, this front should be aligned with the second. Wait, did I make this part one too far back? So, give me a sec. I think I accidentally made this thing a little bit too far back because it needs to be in line with the rest of this to get these guys. So let's figure out which. I think we Place your main pilot seat back one too far. So the front one should border that piston. Wait, which piston? Yeah, this piston back here. So that borders that. That's all good. This goes here. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry guys. I just realized that the main pilot seat is back here and not poking forward. So we're gonna move everything forward really quick. Just build an extra block on those. After you've built, it's really easy to build forward. Just add an extra camera. Make sure you keep them oriented right though. Just slap them on like this. And then we're just gonna delete, actually let's add and make sure we re-add the little motors and then just delete the block behind everything. Okay, there we go. So this is now, that part's done. We can go into the next part, which is these little half wedge downs. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see what else we need to do. So now we have 2 cameras and then, okay, so this is where things get a little confusing. So you're gonna go camera, make sure they're all oriented right though. Camera 1, camera 2. And then you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. That upper camera is gonna be there. It's gonna be directly on top of this other piece too. So it's gonna be, and the way this piece is gonna work, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Grab some trapdoors, make sure they're all semicolon, semicolon. You're gonna place them like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna place one extra one on the bottom. And that just fits in there. And then we actually have one more block on the bottom. Actually, yeah, so we have that, and then we also have, okay, then we also have, so you're gonna have another one that's flipped upwards this time, and it's gonna be on semicolon, semicolon again. You're gonna go camera, and so you're gonna place it just like this. And then you're also gonna grab another half wedge, and you're gonna place them on both sides like this and this. Okay, I think that's it. So now we're gonna go work on, yeah, we're gonna go work on this next part. So now we're gonna do the little blocks that you're gonna get at. So I would recommend picking out a color you want. I did blue and pink for this build. You can use green. Actually, I recommend bright green or a yellow. They stand out really well. Or you can use darker colors like this. But you're gonna start off by going 1, 2, 3. So I'll use probably a yellow. Actually, I'll use a bright green. I think bright greens are pretty nice. And then we're gonna go block. This one's gonna be aiming down, and then we're gonna have another one like that. And then next we're gonna go 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And yeah, I think that's about it for that. I mean, just the right placement, I think, for them. These two should be in line with this upper part. There we go. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. 5 space. That's good. Now we're going to grab these half wedges. And when 2 blocks are right next to each other, I recommend to color them different colors. So we're going to color this one yellow, just because it's easy to see where you need to click. Because if you even slightly mess up the camera lock, it can make the build look a lot worse. Because it's basically offsetting angles that have already been optimized just for the right placement. But anyways, once you do that, I'll probably color this middle one yellow, color both of these guys green, and these things are all just gonna fall down once they spawn in. So now I'm gonna go over let me do this one last camera locking part before we go over all the rest of the front. What's on what. So I'm just gonna start off by coloring these guys. Something that'll be, oh gosh, let's key and click on them. Come on, blinker Z. Come on, blinker Z. There we go. So we're gonna start off by doing, so your main pilot seat is right here. So we're gonna go up one from the back side of it. You're gonna go up 1, actually 2, and then you're gonna place 2 cameras and make sure they're oriented this way. So building around the bottom, and one of them they're basically each facing outwards. And so on this side the camera will be on the right, and the other one the camera if you're looking at it from this side the camera will be on the back. This side, the little red square, and this side the red square will be on the front. So just make sure you have that set up right, and now we're gonna check to make sure this camera should be in line with the outer piston. Camera should be in line with the outer piston, top down. Okay. So now we know that's in the right place. We're gonna go text. So the way this works, it's a text 1x2, and then another text 1x2. So we're gonna start off. I'm gonna steal these guys. This is text 1x2s. So you go outer, in, outer. Let me yoink them texts, and then you're gonna go outer, and then inner. So once you've done that, it's pretty straightforward. Oh gosh, I can't even see where they are because I deleted them. But yeah, so you start on this. So you're gonna go half wedge down 1x2, and you're gonna go out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna go half triangle wedge. You're gonna place 1 here. You're gonna go 1, 1, 2. Half blocks, half block wedge. 1, 2. Then we're gonna go blocks, motors. You're gonna clip in, then outwards. In, connecting to outward. And in, connecting to out. Oh, place an extra motor right down there, I believe. So in, then outward, and let's make sure this is in line with this connector here on this side. Yep, that. Okay, I'll just talk about that disconnector right there. You can kind of see it in line. Top down, it actually should be just in front of it. Okay, there we go. So we know that that's in reference, right? Been correctly placed. So that one's, now we're gonna grab some trails. And you're gonna actually have a couple trails to mess around with. So you're gonna start off by going here, one trail, then you're gonna place it downwards like this, I think. Yep. And then you grab another, you're gonna go half block wedge. In on the inner side. 1, 2. Let me make sure that's correct. Yep, and then you're gonna go half triangle wedge actually too on top of that. 1, 2. And then you're actually gonna add some text 1x2s on each of these sides. So grab a text 1x2, you're gonna place them like this. 1 and 2. So you're basically clipping the stuff backwards. And in a very precise way so that there's no exposed motor lock. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go semicolon, semicolon, trapdoor, but then you're gonna grab some equals, equals. Trapdoors are a key you're basically never gonna press. Whatever key specifically doesn't matter, but just something you know you're never gonna press on accident. Probably I just use equals. You can use that. And then once we've finished that, we just have 2 half wedge blocks down 1x2. I mean half wedge downs. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay, and now I'm gonna go over the right angling. So you start off with this top left one. You're gonna go 1, 2. You're aiming it at these outside trapdoors. Next, you're going to go on this top one. Well, actually, here's how you're going to do the top one. Actually, I need to start with this. So, move your build to the very lowest point. So, whenever you start locking everything, you're going to start off by clicking on this one, then this trapdoor, click to unmove tools, move it up once, and then click on this with, I mean, not this, right? This one goes on that, on the one on the left. This one goes on the one on the right. These two are for other stuff. We use these ones actually. So this one aims at this side aims at this side aims at this side. And then once you've done all of that, just make sure we recalibrate these because And once that's done, so each time you ready to spawn this in, move it to the down, move your build all the way down with the build tool. Click on this, and then move it up once, and then don't move it around anymore. If you move your build around again, whatever you move it to after, you're gonna have to move it. You're gonna have to click this one first, and then move the rest of your build up once, and then camera lock the rest. But for this one's particular, you have to do that. So, but now that that's done, we can start moving. I'm gonna start off by moving to the right side over here. So this is gonna be the cockpit canopy area. And actually, there was a couple small changes I made. I grabbed a glass sign, and I added it right here. And then you can actually add whatever kind of crosshair you want. And then I actually added 2 guns right to this interior gun. I think it was right about, gosh, I don't remember exactly. Yeah, it was right here. So because it's on the right levcon. So if you wanna have some kind of guns, I recommend placing them just right there. And that'll basically clip in. You need to look at a little bit of guns, and then you can add a speaker if you want. But so 2 guns on this one right here, and then now we're gonna go into the canopy section. So the canopy section is a little special. I mean, not really special, but we have this cancerous motor locking part to get over. So we start back after going. So we have 1 cylinder that goes backwards, and it starts. Where does this thing start? It starts at the top of the normal main pilot seat. So you're gonna place. Oh gosh, I'm still in glass. You're gonna place 1 cylinder there. You're gonna grab a bunch of motors, and this will go just underneath this edge, or this bottom edge right here. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So does it start off with 4? No, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna start off with 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna go. Yikes! Placed a bunch of extra ones. 1, 2, 3. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and actually we go back and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going middle, and then we're going back, and then we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you want to grab some cylinders again and do that. Make sure these are all locked. And then now we're gonna move into this next part. So good. So what you guys want to do for this landing gear part, motor locks down, half wedge block there. And you're gonna go camera. Come on, let me grab a camera. You're gonna grab a piston. It's aiming left. Settings 0.7 2500 toggle lock. Then you're gonna grab 2 springs. Make sure they're facing this direction, and it appears. And you're gonna go 00. And then you're gonna go grab a motor 2. Place it facing right. And settings on this motor 2 for your landing gear is going to be equals G1 1090 servo toggle. And then this should be in the description or a pinned comment, this text, or just the keybinds, but it's 95.52 for size. That is 95.52. And I think it's this direction. Yep. Okay. You don't have to flip it a bit until you get the right size, but then you're going to go half cylinder. Actually, not half cylinder. I used a hover engine for this. Where is it? Hover thruster. I click on this, and then the setting, you can just leave it on base. And then for color, I actually just go 000. And then interior side, you can all just color the max white. So there we go. And then 000. Okay, so that will work as our frontal landing gear, and we finished the rear landing gear now, I believe. Actually, wait, I don't think we quite finished it. We never got to that. So actually, what you're going to want to do is, both of these sides connect to a motor 2. Gosh, come on, let me select. There we go. So left one is G. Actually, it's facing down, right? Okay. So the one on the. Oh, sorry. I just realized I messed this up. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do on this very bottom edge, it's gonna be G equals 1090. On the right edge, equals G1 1090. Delete these two. I accidentally thought these were motors, but then you're gonna go lock, signs. You're gonna grab a text 1x2, And then I'll link this in the description. Control C. And then text size is 100. Where is this? Oh, here that is. So then you're gonna go, actually wrong way. Come on, let me place. Okay, so you're gonna go on that side like that, and on this other side, let me just place it off of this. Okay, there we go. Wait, I'm out of text. No, I can't be out of texts. We'll just place it like this. I'll delete that, so now I have enough to place. Come on, let me place. There we go. And then what you're gonna do next, you're just gonna grab a basic ice cylinders, ice cylinder 2. Right, no, ice half cylinder, sorry. And then you're gonna place it one there and one here. Come on, let me place. And then you're gonna color both of them black. Accidentally colored this part weird. Wait, no, it's not supposed to be colored that either. I'm trying to keep them all the base colors. It helps me keep everything, make it easy for me to remember. But yeah, so now that we have that landing gear done, next what you're going to do from this very far right edge, it's going to be trail, and then, so trail on the right, then 3 trapdoors. So trail on the right of this very for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, wait, did I mess this up? 1 by 1. Wait, no, I mean I think it's that. Oh, it just goes up. The last one's up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's similar to what I thought it was initially, but it actually, this one goes up. So we're gonna copy those lock settings to there. But anyways, now that we know that, so this ice trail's on the right. There should be a 1 block gap between it and the edge of the springs. And then you're going to go trapdoors. I use metal. Okay, get ready to use a lot of metal parts because I use those a lot for my cockpit parts. So these are all semicolon, semicolon, semicolon. You're going to go 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Then you're going to go block. Actually, yeah, how did I set that up? Okay, yeah, so metal, metal, metal. You're going to go block, metal half wedge. So now this should be... Oh yeah, I actually forgot to delete this bottom one there. Okay, so this should be in line with the lower camera from that part. Good. There's not really anything to check top down with, but it should look about the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's good. But what you're gonna want to do next, you're gonna go motor. These are both gonna be locked. You're going to go 1, 2 signs, metal signs. Actually, I'm going to just use text 1 by 3s because I'm running low on the rest other type. 1, 2. Just grab a metal trail. I mean, you can use text 1 by 2 for though. I'm not in the mood to have to get out another one. You can just place 1, 2, or you could place the trails back here. Just, doesn't matter either way. You're going to go grab some metal signs 1 by 2. And I will link this. So the one, actually they're all 1 by 1s. So the first one is this. So actually, guys, these signs might actually take me a bit to find and remember. So it might be a little bit actually before they might not instantly be out. But these first 2 are copies of each other on the right and left. And then we have this one for the left and this one for the right. Oh, I accidentally copy that one, right? Wait, no, I don't want to copy that. Oh, I misclicked. Misclick. It was a misinput. There we go. So that'll work like that. And then on this frontal part, you're going to place a trail. Okay, this is where things get a little confumbling. So trail, horn. And then we have... Okay, so this is actually a sign, which connects to this sign. Let me just... So this is, it's all connected to that rear part there. But, so it's actually, is there, yeah, there's cylinders here. So what's actually going to happen now is, let me see. So go, actually, do we go back to default yet? No, let's stay in metal for 1 more second. So you're going to go trail here. Just make sure it's on equals. You're going to go horn then. is going to be a little joystick. Color whatever you want. I think it was, I don't know, it might have been like a tan. It was probably something like that. That'll work. Once you've done that, half lock again. Sign. Metal sign 1 by 1. Just place it upright normal position. And then ice sign 1 right there. And then your seat will be like right here. So I'm not sure if this protrudes. I don't think I actually test the sign. Well, I'll see if it's like protruding. I can mess around with it really quick. But I think that's right. Because I kind of add that sign in extra. But okay, so now we're gonna go over here. We're going to go cylinders, motor. No, I want mode. There we go. Why won't it lock? Why won't you lock? Okay, there we go. Why won't you lock? No. So this goes like that. It's up to there, and then there's a block and then a trail. So then it goes block. Grab a trail. Just put it up here. And then there is a motor which clips this backwards. And then it connects to a camera, which actually connects. So camera goes sign 1 by 2. I mean text 1 by 2. Text 1 by 2. Text 1 by 3. 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. Okay, so I can, and then this next one is just going to be, wait, there we go. So 1, 2, 3. 3 ends there, and then another text 1 by 3 there. And then it'll just connect onto this edge. And then what you're going to do next is we're going to continue this rear part out again. Move it a little bit more. Or just continue this rear thing in the same path. 1, 2. And then you're going to switch upwards. And once you switch up, it's just forward. Actually, wait, no, there's a block, and then it's forward back. So it's actually going to be like this. Forward. Back. Cylinder. Cylinder. And this should be in a line with the middle of this other motor locking, actually. Yep. Rear should be in line with that middle part, the very back there. And then both of these sides, you're going to have some pistons now. So you're going to have 2 pistons. They're both going to be on 0.35, 25,000, toggle lock, and left bracket. You're going to have one going. Let me just color these so I know where they are. Okay. So pistons. Remember to have that setting. Just click on this little screwdriver, left bracket, 0.35, 25,000, or 2,500. 25,000, no, 2,500 toggle lock. And then we're going to go right, then left. So we're going to have right, left, trail. You're going to grab a trail for both of these. 1, 2. And then you're going to go, so these are go top, top, bottom, top. So top, bottom, top. So both of these are just going to be pretty straightforward. You're going to go top, bottom, top, top, down, up, or up, down, up, or something like that. So once that's done, you're going to grab these little motor 2s. And here's the settings for them. Let me just place the motors down first. And right here. Okay, so top right is going to be equals Q3 servo. I'm not exactly sure when these even activate. I just had them with E and Q as you're turning your rudder. And then the other one is going to be E equals speed 3 1020. And you can change these speeds, you can change controls, like you make them work remotely, like so they won't be associated with like the other keybinds. But once you've done that, grab explosive blocks, and both of these are going to be on right bracket. So this is going to be the last key you will click as you're spawning in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go wing panel 1 by 1, panel 1 by 1, delta wing 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 1 by 1. And once you've done all of that, we've officially finished, that part. So all of that is done. We can now finally add these. I mean, there's only 5. Well, I mean, there's a couple super engines I've managed to fit. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go rocket. You're gonna grab some super rocket engines, and then you're gonna start off by going. So there's gonna be one space from the center line, and then you're gonna start off right about here, it looks like. So technically you start off in the gap. Let me just make sure that's correct. Actually, wait, no, because that's the middle, sorry. You start off on the right, and then there's a space. No, so, yeah, you start off like this, and it's actually gonna be like this. So you're gonna have super rocket engine, and then they'll be offset forward a bit, but you're actually not gonna place one there, and then you'll have it offset again. So this is technically what they're gonna be like. So super rocket engine, you can go back. I think I did 3 here. You don't need, this is just for more force. I don't even think you need all this many super rocket engines, but I guess it's better to have more than safe than sorry or something, I don't know. But, actually, so these are only 2, and then this is about, yeah, you're just gonna want this. You can use science or text. I'm gonna use text for this because I have a bunch of extra text 1x3s. Text 1x3, it's gonna be like this, and then add a trail. And you're just going to place it right there. And once that's done, that's good. So this is all good then. And yeah, so I think we're about done with this middle part. So now if now would probably be a good time to call it part 5 end, but an end to this video, but I kind of just want to get this over with at this point, so start working on this, and then I'll try to finish this main part, but then I have to go do something really quick, and then I'll come back and finish these other 2 parts. But yeah, we're gonna start off by grabbing these little triangle wedge 1x4s, and they're both gonna start on these edges, so they're gonna go like this and this. If you aren't able to place it top down like this, just place a couple blocks like this, place it on top, then delete. But I think you're normally able to place it it's normally pretty easy to place it. So this edge should be right behind this. Okay, good. So the way this works is we start off with these 2 triangle wedges, and this is kind of like the upper back area. And this is the first, because so you have your SU-57, you have your little, you have your front part, and then you have your cockpit, but then right behind it, there's this part right here, and then after that part, there's this part. So, but yeah, so wedge, there's 2 wedges actually, just normal block wedges, and then you go triangle wedge block 1x4 again. You're just gonna place another 2 to those, like that. You're gonna go wedge 2, triangle wedge 1x4. Triangle wedge 1x4 again on the other side. Oh gosh, how did I mess that up? So, oh, it's because I was placing it like this, and I was like, oh, that, like, from a right angle, it looks like, oh, that's in, but it's actually like that. Okay. But yeah, and then you're just gonna go a wedge beam. Actually, no, not wedge beam, because this is the outer type. So you're actually gonna go half wedge 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna go more half blocks. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, and then it should end at the root of the rudders, and there should be 3 blocks between this and this. Okay, that's good. So now what we're gonna do is, now we're gonna transition into working on our, actually we'll start off with this bottom piece here. So you're gonna start off by going, so there's gonna be a block placed here, and so yeah, you start off with a block here, and a block here. Once you've placed both of those, on the left side, you're gonna have a just normal half wedge there, but on the right side it's a little bit different. Actually, no, it's the same thing. It's just a right half block in. I mean half. What do you call them? Half wedges. That's what they are. And then you're gonna go. Now we're gonna clip this all this stuff together. So it's gonna be like, how did I set this up? So in, then forward right. So it's gonna go in. This will clip like this, and then this will clip like this. And the whole point of this is just to clip all these different parts together. So, and then in between both of these sides, we actually have a half block here, and a half block here, and then I think it's a half wedge. I saw it. Yeah, half wedge, half wedge, and then okay. So it's going to be like this. Half wedge, or was it down? Gosh, I don't remember this. Oh, actually, no, sorry. So it's going to be like this. So grab your half wedge downs, not half wedges, and you're going to place one down and one up. So one up and one down. Then you're going to grab your half corner wedge downs, and you're going to place them like this to create this kind of like square shape. And then you're going to place one more on this. Actually, not one more. Yeah, actually, no, yeah, you're going back to half wedge downs. And then once you've done that, you just place it right here and there. Once that's been done, it's block. So it's actually like, okay, this is where things get a little confusing. So you have a block here, you have a half block, and then you have a half block facing that direction, right behind those two. And then you have another block behind this, so space block. And then you have a motor clipping this down, and then it goes up half block. So we have a motor clipping this down, and then it goes up like this to a half block, to another motor clipping it down. And then there's a camera right here. And this camera, make sure it's the right position, upright. And this camera right here, we'll just aim at this block. So this is just one big camera locked part. And then you're going to grab your trapdoors, semicolon, semicolon, and they're just going to start on this part, like this. And then they're just going to go all the way back to... Actually, no, they stop. Well, actually, yeah, they go all the way back. Just keep going till you actually end up right at the beginning of this. And then you're going to actually make one small gap right behind that. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to place a camera here. So yeah, it's like that. Let me just make sure this is all made correctly. So, okay. So now we're going to grab a half block down 1x2. And then you're going to place them both behind this part. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. And do they just barely poke out, or is it the entire... Oh gosh, I got stuck there for a second. So they just barely poke out. And then you're going to put the 1, 2, 3 on the other side too. And then you have text 1x2. Okay. So you're actually going to have a text 1x3. It's actually on the outside. Yeah, outer side. So you're going to go... Wait, I think I messed this up really quick. Give me 1 second. Actually, no, I didn't mess it up. Okay. I thought I was offset for a second. Okay. We're going to go 1, 2... signs. We're going to want some text 1x2s. So how do we get those text 1x2s? We steal them. We're a dirty little thief. Give me your text 1x2s. I have come to steal all the text 1x2s. Okay, that goes like that. So we're going to do this 1, 2 on the out parts, and then it actually bridges outwards once. And then you have a camera and a camera. Camera there, camera here. Oh wait, did I place it wrong? Yeah, there we go. Now it's right. Okay. So next what you're gonna do, this one aims at this one on the right, and this one aims at this one on the left. Once you've done that, we actually... Okay, so this is where things get actually a little more complicated on this back part. Because the first front part's actually kind of straightforward. The second part things get a little funky. So, you have us another semicolon, semicolon 1 right here on this border. So border goes like that. Let me check what time is it, how long have it been? Oh, it's been recording, okay. I'm gonna go AFK for 1 second. Let me just make sure everything lines up. So the third one should line up with those TNT. I mean, third to last, 1, 2, 3, that TNT. 1, 2, third down, centered. It's all centered, and then this down should line up with the TNT here that I deleted, but there's also one over there, so yeah, okay. That's good. So let me say this again. Okay, this is somewhat cutting out cut number, whatever it is. Okay, I am back at it again with the last cut, hopefully. So let's get this done. Just had a bit of food. So let me just make sure this is aligned, and this is aligned with that landing gear. Landing gear aligned. Okay, check. So we know that that's all lined up. So the way this actually works is we go text 1 by 2, text 1 by 3. Do you have an extra text 1 by 2? Yes, we do. So we're going to start off with a text 1 by 2 right here. We're going to switch to a text 1 by 3. Then we're going to have 2 cameras. 1, 2. Then it goes text 1 by 2, text 1 by 2, text 1 by 2, text 1 by, oh gosh, there's so many text 1 by 2s. So 1, 2. We're going 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. So we're going text 1 by 2. Yeah, so 1, 2. Actually, it's 1, 2, 3 down, and then I think it's back around, yeah. And then what we have next is, let's work on this rear part, which ends right there. So we're gonna go lock. Actually, this is where you can try to put a conveyor engine if you really want to, because it's the part, like, it's basically the part of the build with the least things clipped into it. But you just go, but for it, we're just going half wedge down 1 by 2. Half wedge down 1 by 2. Block, and then block, half blocked. Block, half block, and then 2 trails. Block, half block. Equals 0, 0. Make sure it's set on equals. Let me turn this over here. I don't think there's anything connecting it like that. Yeah, there isn't. So block, and then it goes half block. Okay, so this is what it's like. Half block, half wedge. 1, 2. And then you're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then this connects to here. Okay, so it's like this. So let me boost this. Yeah, so it'll go. So we're gonna want to text on this edge right here. Come on, let me seal the text. So we're actually gonna have a text right about here, going from this edge to the middle, and that one connects there. And then we can just add in, I think there's half blocks on the top. Actually, no, there's a half block on the back, and it goes 2. So grab your half blocks, 1, 2. Grab a motor. You're just gonna do that. And then you actually have one more. On my throat. And then you have one more motor that is that goes right here. Lock. Then we have another motor right here that connects to the rest of the build. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do next. So this is where things get a little confumbling if I was to say so. So you're gonna go. So it's gonna clip into, and it starts at this lower portion. It goes forward. So we're gonna have 1. Oh yeah, misclick. Double misclick actually. 1, 2. And then once that's done, we have, it goes back to cylinder, which connects to a motor that connects to a trail. Cylinder, motor, text. So cylinder. So it's actually, yeah, it's like this. So it goes cylinder, motor. You're gonna have 2 motors. You're gonna have, make sure they're locked. You're gonna have 1, 2. Then you're gonna grab a trail like this. Once that's done, this trail goes text 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 2. So you're just gonna go like this. I mean 1 by 2, 1 by 2. You're basically just routing it around this little cylinder. 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and then we go camera. I mean, wait, not camera. Because, yeah, wait, 1x3. Yeah, and then it connects to a camera, to another text 1x2 half wedge. So, camera. We go, so yeah, we go around. Then we go camera. Oh, gosh, this is so confusing. So, well, yeah, it goes to that camera, which is a text 1x2 in front. Okay, so get ready. Just focus. Let's see. So camera goes directly under here. Wait, did I mess this up? Bruh. Oh, okay, it's supposed to go forward. Sorry, guys. I've made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment. It's actually not that. Don't delete this bottom one. Just delete the text 1x2 back there. Switch it to here. There we go. And then we go text 1x3. Come on, let me place. Oh, I got it. Come on. There we go. And then another text 1x2 on the bottom. And then we go camera. Camera, grab a half wedge like this. Then grab another sign, text 1x2, place it like that. And then it goes half block. And then you have a half wedge down, up. It's on both, it's just on the right side. And then above it, you have half block, so it's gonna go like this on this side. This, and on the other side, and then above it, it's actually going like this. This, and then there's half block above that. And then a half block behind it. And then, okay. So, and then it just goes like this. Up, 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 up. Wait, no, not one over there. Up, up, up. And then once that's done, we have that portion done. So that looks ready. And we have this thing done too. What is this? This is a motor and it's not connected to anything. I think I already placed that motor there a while back and planned to connect it to something, but in the end didn't do anything with it. So we can leave that alone. But yeah, now onto wings. So these things are half optional. If you're doing like a solid flat camouflage, all you really need is this part here. These two edges. If you want it, and then you need to connect it to this, to like something like this somewhere on it. If you, you can alter these to, this is basically layer 2 of camouflage is the way to put it. This is layer 1. You can mess around with this to get different kind of camo patterns, and then this is like the top layer if you have any extra geometry you want to add onto it. So, but we'll start off with these rudders, which are pretty straightforward. So these, oh wait, yeah, so these connect to it. Wait, what do these connect to? Wait, no, these are, oh yeah, these are rudders. So they're kind of floating, but gosh, okay, this is where things always get confusing, because I'm like trying to figure out what they're connected to. I know they're, actually, yeah, so it's all just, let me just go E a bunch, so we can figure out what we're doing. Okay, so I guess it'll be best to start with this lower placement of this thing, and then we'll go up from there. So you see this motor over here, starting to the left of it. One block is clipped there. Then you grab some trails, and we're gonna be using a lot of these trails. So you have trail and then trail. So we have a trail going up, and then trail going sideways, and then up, I believe. On the top, and then that connects to a half block wedge, or half wedge. I keep calling them half block wedges, but I'm used to half wedge. Let's see what else. That connects to there. So we have this trail there, which is text 1x3, text 1x3, text 1x2, text 1x2. So we start off on this thing. We're gonna go on this little ride, I guess, going around. So you're gonna start off with text 1x3. Place something over here to have a base to place under. Text 1x3. Then we're gonna go text 1x2, text 1x2. Text 1x2, text 1x2. Then we're gonna go motor number 2. I just use QE for this one. So, I mean, what you'd want to do QE 5 1025 servo, and then you're going to have a delta wing 1/3, which should be in line, slightly off to the right of, so let's place a little delta wing 1/3, and now we can make sure we've gotten the placement right. So it should be one off to the right of this bottom face. On the side, it should be right above this center portion, and one actually in line with this bottom piece. Okay, good. So that means we're on track with that. And what you're going to want to do next, what you're going to want to do next is grab some extra trails. You're going to place 2 of them like this, 1, 2. And then you're going to grab a control surface 1/2, set it to, actually, wait, yeah, I set these individually. So actually, I'm just going to use control surface 1/2. It's easier to set up. So, control surface 1/2, wing panel, wing panel, wing panel. So, control surface 1/2 there, and then your wing panel, wait, no, sorry. So, oh gosh, I made this mistake before, sorry. We're making it, we need to offset it. Sorry guys, I'm just so used to doing that. So set this to like QE, we'll figure it out. You might have to mess around with it a bit, the controls, to make sure they're right, and it's turning the right direction. But basically, when this thing turns to the right, you want this to turn to the right too, so. Or I won't, how would this thing turn to the right? I mean, right's on, yeah, when this thing rotates this way, like that's that way, this thing should also rotate that way, and it'll kind of cover it up. It should, in the end, kind of get like a nice little, it kind of like helps cover this gap up. But yeah, once you've done that, yeah, that's basically everything. You grab your camera, make sure it's facing this way, kind of almost down inwards-ish. No, wait, not like that. Like this. Yeah, okay. And then you place a half block on the bottom here. Half block up. You can kind of move these blocks around depending on the angle you want. And that's the one good thing about camera locking. It's really easy for you guys to change angles slightly. If you want like your thing to have a bit, you can modify it and then move the block up or down slightly. But I don't... but only do that if you want to. Like, it's bad to accidentally click a different block because then it'll look funny, and then you might also have to adjust other blocks if you want it to look nice. But yeah, I recommend using a helium on these because these things have a tendency to fall down and get stuck in these little holes here, and then when you try to push them together to set up the magnet, they won't want to move. So I recommend doing that. But what we're going to do next is we're going on to the other side. So this time we're going to start out with this block, which is half block up, 1, 2, 3 from this edge. Let's color these green so we remember. Green, green. Wait, 1 too far forward. Is it 2? No, wait. Oh, this one on the right goes 1 extra actually. Was that did I misclick? I think that was a misinput. It was a misinput. I'm gonna delete that. That was a misinput, I think. I didn't, because it doesn't make sense that only one side would have that done. Unless it's like the one piece holding everything together. I've just doomed my build, which I don't think I have. I probably just accidentally clicked an extra block a bit ago. But anyways, so that's like that. Okay, so half block. Now we're just gonna rinse and repeat. So helium blocks there. So control surface wing panel 1/2. I'm gonna do the same thing there. Don't, and then you have a that goes in here. So wing panel 1/1. 1, 2, 3. And this should end. Wait, did I place this one? No. It should be online with that. Okay, good. And then this should start there. Oh wait, never mind. I made a little mistake, I think. Delta wing 1/2, 1/2. Actually, no, I did it right. I was just looking at it from a weird angle. And then we go half block. Half wedge in. Half wedge inwards on the bottom of your rudder. Trails. You're gonna go trail top and then trail forward. Trail top. Trail forward. Motors. You're gonna lock this. 1, 2. And then you have. Then we're just rinsing and repeating. Rinsing and repeating. So we're gonna grab the little trail here, and you're gonna go text 1x3s. I'm gonna start off. So 1, 2. Wait, did I mess that up? Oh gosh, I messed it up. Sorry. Because they're just connecting chairs right now. I need to place it on this side. There we go. Text 1x3. Text 1x3. And then we have 2 text 1x2s. Let me steal them from this other side again. 1x2, 1x2. So then you go, yeah, just like you did before. 1x2, 1x2 motor. Motor 2s. Upside down. And you're gonna, and this one is QE5 1025. I think it should be the same as the other one. They're turning the same direction. Then you're gonna grab your trails again. And remember, it's trail, delta wing 1x3. And then just grab your camera, make sure it's pointing downwards, and with the arrow on the back, or on the outer side, and then it aims inwards. And then now we have a couple things left to do. So first we go up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 from this top rear. So what actually? Oh yeah, I forgot to add this. So you're going to block there, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, block, and then color this green. And you're gonna have this thing right here aim at this, and then so this guy aims at that, this guy aims at that, and then now we're getting really close to being done. We have a couple things left to do. So first, you're gonna place a disconnector off of each of these sides, like that. And then, oh, this is connecting to this, so I'm just gonna delete that guy. So we're gonna go green, color it, because you're gonna be clicking on these disconnectors for these outer pieces. And now let's get into these outer pieces though. So coming up from the middle part of this, it should be in line with just the front tip. So I mean just behind the front tip. And then we're gonna go up, actually it's the very middle, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. So this is what we're doing on each side. If I color this like a blue, this is the same reference spot. I just switched up. You can try to add hover range or what, but whatever you want. But so blue block. Okay, and then now we're gonna go camera upwards, facing like this direction upwards, with the build arrow on that bottom side. And then you're gonna have another one facing just like that. And then you're gonna have a bunch of control surfaces. So it's gonna be control surface 1 by 1, control surface 1 by 2. No, let me. Okay, sometimes I wish Playing Crazy had that like system where you can like build on flat surface, like Fusion 360, kind of like. I can't move. Wait. Okay, there we go. My thing bugged out for a sec. I was like, I can't move. I hope Playing Crazy didn't crash. Oh, that would suck. Actually, speaking of crashing, I should save this in case worst does come to worst. Okay, there we go. So now we're gonna go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 1, 2. So now the controls I use for this one is A equals. Yeah, it was all just A equals. And then on the other side, actually, and then if you're doing the camouflage I did, what you're gonna want to do, actually I'll go over the camouflage last. We're gonna start off by doing this. So, how did I do this again? Oh my gosh, it's hard to figure out where my signs are. Oh gosh, no, let me click on the sign. Let me click on the signs. Oh, I can't click on this. Oh gosh, Playing Crazy momento. Nope, let me click on this sign. Okay, where does it even go to? Where do the signs go to? Where do they lead? Where is your master? So this connects to that. Oh wait, all of this is just to clip that one sign down. Okay, that's optional. If you don't want the sign for now, we'll just ignore this and just get these 2 edges down. So we'll work on the other edge, then we'll work on the complex camouflage stuff. Also, you might get a little bit of background noise. Someone's turned the faucet on. So this is 5 blocks up from this right lower edge. So there's supposed to be a 1 TNT block here, and then you're gonna go 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and let's just make sure. I'm kind of bumping into my other build. It doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Because, wait, oh gosh, I forgot. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's 5 up. And then we have camera up. Same thing like the other one. Up, up. Now, let me delete these extra blocks so I don't bug my build out and have it attached to the other one. Once we finish this, it's just going to be a lot of looking for TNT and placing it, but control surface 1x2s. Actually, control surface 1x1 is on the bottom always, and then let me just make sure. Okay, and then it's 1x2, 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 1x2. And then this one is just equals D, equals D, equals D, equals D. I think that's all of it. Equals. No, I don't want to click that. Okay, I switched it halfway down because maybe I flipped it. It's fine. This part's always a bit of just messing around to figure out what's right. So, what works right. So, I use the stop sign emoji though for this to kind of get like the little star symbol. It didn't really look that good. I thought it was okay-ish. But if you want, so, well, let's start off with this basic stuff. Let me just click this here, this here. Let me delete these extra blue blocks. Oh gosh, I just deleted my old one. Nope, you stay there. I didn't give you permission to be deleted. Okay, there we go. So on this other side, we're gonna start off with the same thing on both of the tops. So you're gonna grab some wing panels, and you're gonna go middle and down, middle and down, and then you're gonna go delta wings 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Actually, and this one's deleted. And then the other one actually goes down a little bit farther. It goes 1, 2, 3. And remember, you can color along as I've been building this stuff, or you can just kind of look at what I've been doing for this, and rewind to random points and try to copy it down. But wing panel. There's a little square there. Wing panel goes like this. Wing panel goes like this. And this other one, it's a delta wing 1x3 actually. Delta wing 1x3. And then we have a couple wing panel 1x2s. 2, 3. And then we have a motor. Motor. Make sure they're both locked. We're going to grab a bunch of cameras. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they'll both end right almost at this edge. And then you're just going to grab a couple text 1x3s. And you're going to go 1, place another one here, place another one here. And this is just going to be a stepping stool to place your next one. And then delete that. So use this one you've placed here as like a little stepping stool. And then there we go. And then it's just a basic stop sign emoji on the max size. And I'd set it to ice or default, just so that it's not the wooden type right now. And then I just place it. Wait, let me place it. Wait, did I place it wrong? Oh, wait a second. Oh, text 1x3. Text. Okay, give me a sec. We accidentally messed it up a bit. It's not that. It is. So you're actually going 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, 3. So it's just a slight change. But now you can grab your ice sign 1x1. You have to click on the back because Ricky still hasn't patched this bug. He's like completely given up on patching Playing Crazy 1, it feels like at this point. But like where you click on the sign on the front and then it'll like bug half the time. Not fun. But yeah, so now remember this one aims here. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, wait, no, I'm messing it up. Okay, so sorry. I meant the bottom aims. Sorry, that's all you need to do. Bottom, just aim there. Base. Okay, now we're gonna figure out what stuff is broken and what parts we need to fix. This is normally not the fun part. Actually, everything for the most part looks to be doing really good. The only issue is that we don't have enough TNT. So, but nothing's falling apart, which is the main issue we normally have. So, start off, I'm gonna go. Let's go copy down, I guess, a bunch of TNT blocks. Or no, so wait, these ones. So these ones are gonna be right bracket, right bracket, right bracket, and then we have another one. This one is semicolon on the front of here. Wait, no, semicolon. And then we can delete that once we've placed it. And then we have another one here. Is it semicolon? Yep, semicolon. How many blocks do we have? We have like 3. No, let me place it there. Okay, semicolon. No, I want semicolon. Nope, where's my semicolon? There we go. That goes there. And then we have some more, a bunch more semicolons. So it's actually 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Behind here, actually, we don't really have much on the very top edge. Most of the stuff is down here. Let's see if there's any extra we've missed around this area. We have a TNT block on the very back here. What about there? Semicolon, I assume. Yep. And then on this rear edge, we actually, yeah, we have one, just one right here. And then there's actually one behind this guy too. Oh, I just realized an issue I made. So this is actually semicolon, but we need an extra text here. This is semicolon, but we need an extra text 1x3. And then this is like that, and then that's like, okay. So now what else we have? On this right one, we've already done all of that. What about this one right here? On this lower part, there's only 2 TNT, check. 2 TNT there. TNT on the bottom. Right bracket. Remember, right bracket is the last key you're pressing, so. Also, we have TNT on each wing, kind of ish edge side. You have one here. And these actually connect. I forget what these do. Like, what are they connected to? Oh, I think I was supposed to. Because right now these things can self-freely turn. Right bracket on the other side. I think I wanted to do this. Give me a sec. Just add a little camera here. Or a trail, I guess. Oh wait, no. I mean, I already placed it there. Like a little camera, just to hold it in place, because I think I planned to do that. Or was it? Wait, did I place a trail on each edge? No. Or you can place a trail there. Either will work. Use camera or trail. Trail's probably a little lighter. I mean, not that it matters with 2,000 blocks. Let's see. So we fixed that. This. Okay, so we have some extra TNT on this upper part. So we actually have. We have TNT and then 1, 2 on that middle part. 1, 2, 1. Oh wait, we're out of TNT. Give me your TNT. Give me it. Semicolon. Okay. So let's see how all this works now. Come on, we're so close. So close, yet so far. Okay, it looks like these wings are working right, somewhat. There's these 2 trapdoors being weird for some reason. I'm not even sure what they are. I'll probably have to make like an extra progress update video in a bit. Like, guys, make sure I found the wings. But 8, rotate, K, N, 6, 7, 5. Okay, one of them didn't get a good grip for some reason, but it's fine. We'll still be able to check to make sure the rest of it's turning right. Oh gosh, the lag when all of them are trying to turn. Okay, so H. So we're missing one trapdoor here. it looks like we're also... Actually, no, I think those intakes were always like that. I don't know. We're missing a little bit of wing here. But our thrust vectors work. Oh, and that is kind of poking out. So I'll just remove that for now. We won't have a crosshair, I guess. Okay, so... Okay, got all those changes. And then also looks like our landing gear is popping out. So we have a couple changes to fix. So a couple things. We're going to start off. We're going to click X on this thing. We're going to inspect our landing gear to see why Mr. Landing Gear doesn't... Oh, we missed the trail. Equals 0, 0, 0. I need to remember to... Okay, that's there. On this lower side, we're actually missing a something somewhere. Something somewhere. How does this connect to this? Oh, it's text. Watch. Show yourself, Mr. Text. Oh. Oh, okay. So we have two texts. We have text side. So down, forward. So this is why there's a gap there. Down, forward. Down, forward. Okay, so now we're getting really close. We have to fix those holes in our wings now. Remember? Those little holes. Also, let me make sure this magnet's right. Okay, yeah, that is. Then must have just bugged that one time. So we have a little bit of a hole in our wing. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, you see, we gotta forget. We forgot to place these extra blocks. So on each side, they go 1, 2, 1. So 1, 2, and then. So if you're starting here on this front, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, no, don't go over there. Come back to me. 1, 2, 1. Is it just like that? Yeah, it's just like that. So, and then on the other side, 1, 2, 1, 2. Where do you go? Oh, 1, 2, 1. Then you go delta wing again. You're gonna place them like this. 2. So now let's try again. O P L O P L 2. Okay, there we go. K N 6 7 5. And so far for me, it's kind of in random chance if my engine wants to come back. If it doesn't, okay, there we go. I just recommend to wait a bit and hopefully the engine decides to like come waddle over back. And then once you've angled that, start off by clicking the semicolon button and then right bracket. Okay, so our issue now is that this guy doesn't want to turn up, but other than that, it looks like the SU-57 is pretty much finished. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like it's pretty much done there. So let's just figure out why that guy doesn't want to turn. Let's make sure our landing gear works. H. Oh, there's no front landing gear, so we got to make sure we add that thing in. YJ, thrust vectoring. So yeah, you might have to experiment with these guys a bit, but just so you see how these are turning in the same direction. That's what you want. So when this thing turns left, this one turns left, and it'll kind of make it so if you're looking at from an angle, it'll stay the same. So let's figure out front landing gear and rear that thing not turning right. So front landing gear is actually right here. So we want semicolon semicolon H. So start off with this semicolon semicolon piece. Semicolon, and then H equals. Once that's done, yeah, this piece right here doesn't want to turn. So why won't you turn? for me. Doo-doo-doo. This clip's like there. This clip's right here. This turns. Okay, so we know that this turns this, which locks. This clips up here. This, yeah. So it looks like there is no reason it shouldn't be turning. I mean, yeah, it looks like everything is set up correctly, so we can try again, see if that was just a one-time bug, or if it's really laggy right now, something to do with that, maybe. Down, up, right? Down, up. Yeah, I think this works. I predict it will work. So that, and we make sure this is clipped right. Oh, TNT. It might be clipping together too fast still. Let's make sure we have these TNT here on this. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's what's happening. So we have, grab some semicolon, TNT. And you're going to go 1, 2. How many extra P? 0. We're going to go 1, 2 on the other side. 1, 2. Wait, semicolon again. So both of those working. There should be 2 behind here, 1 connecting that shell. Oh, it looks like I also added an extra TNT block going a little farther forward. Come on, let me jump. Okay. It's me, Amayo. So it looks like it's actually like that. Okay, yeah, there we go. So we had a slight offset on that side. We fixed that. Let's see what it looks like now. We fixed the 2 small bugs, I believe we have. And then we'll see if we can take off good and everything. So, first step, when we spawn, make sure all that camera locking looks like it's working nice. PL. Then we go to our magnet lock. K and 6, 7, 5. Let's hope our thrust vector wants to come back home. Oh, I mean our engine. Okay, looks like he's trying to get back home desperately. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know you can do it, SU-57 thrust vector. Come on, make it back to the mother load. Because if I try to angle my builds while he's stuck in me, it might want to bug a bit. Okay, there we go. And we can go 0, minus. Then we go semicolon, other blocks. These are working. Okay, this guy kind of is bugging out. Not sure why. I think it's because I'm so laggy right now. We're gonna hope that's a one-time thing. If it's consistent, might make a comeback and make another progress update thing. Also, our piston for this bugged. Again, I'm assuming it's just because I'm so laggy, everything's kind of bugging out. We'll just look at these love cons one more time and make sure they look like they should approximately be working. Oh, there's a piston here. Okay, now I know why we were having a little bit of an issue. Because they weren't able to push themselves forward. So we're gonna place a piston here. We're gonna grab some extra PVP blocks. 1, 2. Make sure you have like some TNT that's just, because these things are gonna try to clip in fast. So yeah, that clips to there. This can't clip all the way down because we're gonna put a TNT there. That goes there. How many TNT do I have left? Probably. Actually, no, I have 3. So, yeah, I think that's all we need actually. That'll clip to there. That won't clip down. That'll push this forward, and then yeah. Okay, last spawn. I think. I believe this will be my last spawn of the day. OPL. Okay, it's bugging out again. This guy, we don't want him to bug out. That's not good. So we're just going to revert to this old design I did. Oh. We're making a little, basically, cradle around him of TNT. Oh. So it's kind of like a little TNT cradle. And then I think that's everything we need. Okay, let's see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, last spawn. It's been 41 minutes to finish the rest of this. Gosh, this thing's gonna be like an hour and a half. O-P-L. Okay, it's not connecting. So this piston's still bugging, which there's no reason it should be. Like, oh gosh, lag. So, let's just make sure. This connects to this, connects to this. Let's just add a text 1x2 right behind him. I think that's what I did originally. Come on, please work this time. I pray, Bling Crazy, please. Please don't bug again. There we go. O-P-L. Okay, you see my pistons? They kind of want to bug out because how laggy it is. So that shouldn't happen for you because you don't have an entire extra build of this bugging out. So hopefully that's just a me issue. But let's see. 8 KN6 7 5. There we go. 0 minus. When it gets close, we let go. Semicolon. Right bracket. Okay, now what you would normally do, click M. Okay, yeah, so this, they're both angling now. That part's working. Okay, so now what you normally do, click J. Okay, if my piston wasn't bugging out so bad, it should actually be able to open. I'd be able to get out. Come on, let me get out. Let me out. Oh, there we go. You might have to click this sign to open to get out, and then you can close it behind you. And then once you do that, there's a bunch of extra cameras around here, so you kind of have to like waddle around till you get to this side. Then you hop in, J again to close your hatch. Wait for it to bug. Come on, let me fully close. I know you can do it. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. And then we'll click Y, click M on anchor. I'm holding shift. Let's try to accelerate. Let me turn off shift. I'm not sure why my trails aren't working. Oh, there they go. It's just we're so laggy. They don't really want to show up. Yay, my 3 frames per second slideshow experience. Gear up. Oh gosh, lag. Oh no, if it gets in the water, my entire thing is going to lag out so bad. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Okay, there we go. I think everything's good. If you guys have any issues, like you think I've missed something, like in the tutorial, where like it's not working at all yet, or something, or big issue like that. Oh yeah, I forgot I set this to T. So yeah, I normally can set this to S to give you extra things. So if you want like extra maneuverability. But yeah, that's why I was waddling around so much. But yeah, gosh, what else was I gonna say? Yeah. It should be a little cleaner for you, especially if you're only using rocket engines, which don't produce as much lag as this, and especially if you try to fit a conveyor engine in this back spot right here, or clip it into itself. That should help reduce lag. But yeah, this has been it. I'll try to recreate my signs. It might not be in the first day. Like, I might wait a day just because I'm gonna be so tired after making this. I'm gonna be like, oh, might just want to go to sleep after this. But yeah, I'll try to work on this and stuff, see if there's any extra issues. Remember, you should join my Discord if you're having a big issue. I won't always like, I'm not like a magic 8 ball. So much, where is the problem? on my build, yes or no? Yes. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. Summit, my build has an issue. Yes. I can't really give you like the, block number 33 has a unpowered motor. I can just give you suggestions like, oh, there's probably something wrong with this. And also, the better and closer images or videos you get of your issue, and try to get videos of exactly where you think it's coming from, and then I can give you a couple tips or suggestions. But yeah, other than that, it looks like everything's done. If you remember, if you have a motor bugging, you've probably you've probably missed a piece of TNT then, or there's a powered motor, or the main motor that's turning isn't set. So it's one of those things. Because if a motor clips into the rest of the blocks and then tries to turn, it bugs out. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, for going through this tutorial. If we made it to the end, I only feel like 3% of you guys are even gonna make it to this far, because it's like, I mean, it's a very painful tutorial to make. Some of you guys might just be along to watch me make my thrust vectors. I thought I already made a tutorial on these. Did I not? Did I not make a tutorial on SU-57 thrust vectors? I thought I did. I don't even remember at this point. I made a tutorial on the unmagnet locked version, which were kind of buggy. Like, they still turn, but they're slow. But yeah, just thanks for watching. I guess I'm rambling on. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll hopefully see you next video, which will be me starting the F4 Phantom tutorial, and also I'm gonna put some more progress updates out on my Plane Crazy IRL plane soon. But yeah, until then, see you guys. Bye bye.